Hi, and welcome to the Reef podcast. I'm your host, Louis IPA. On today's episode, we interview BuddyVanGreens. BuddyVanGreens is a content creator on the platform of Twitch. Sit back and enjoy this interview. Hope you have a good day. How's everyone doing this evening? Welcome to the Reef podcast. I'm your host, Luis IPA, joined by the one and only Nightmare Rising.
What's good, Louis?
Oh my goodness, man. I feel like it's been a whole month since we've been here, huh?
I know, right?
Yeah,
We've
man.
been here like all month.
Oh man, it's been a crazy year. I mean, we're already like 4 months away from December. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a crazy guest here. This guy is, I don't know what he is, but ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. BuddyVanGreens.
Hello. That was a fancy bow for all of y'all.
And
oh yeah, we also got a special friend here too. This is Sirius. This is my cat, and he's a good boy.
Well, welcome Sirius to the Reef podcast. Yeah. So good to see you here. So he's gonna be like in the back seat of your chair, watching you get interviewed.
Yep.
That's all
right here.
That's awesome. Care to do a little introduction about yourself, buddy?
Yeah, I mean, well, I'm BuddyVanGreens. I'm BuddyVanGreens on everything. And if you want to look for me and find me, if you search BuddyVanGreens, I'm sure that you will. And you can also find my logo. It looks like, hang on. Oh, I can't do my downstream keyer on OBS. Never mind. But yeah, you'll see it. It has a big BVG on it. That's me. But yeah. Dude, I don't really do anything. I'm working on it, though. I'm figuring it out.
You're little by little figuring yourself out.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, of course, you're a content creator on the platform Twitch, and you've been doing it for how long? I would say.
Yeah, it's been about 2 years to be honest. But here recently, like since I guess right around March, is when I kind of figured out how OBS works all the way.
That's awesome.
Then I figured out how to like program all the buttons and do all the stuff, hotkeys, everything, all the stuff you can do. But yeah, I wanted to build a chaos channel, and I'm slowly but surely building probably like one of the more chaotic channels on Twitch as far as like just potential loudness goes. So I enjoy that. I enjoy it a lot because it makes for an entertaining day. I don't know.
See, the thing about Buddy, ladies and gentlemen, is that he's all about the good vibes, all the chill vibes, all like, having a good time. I mean, that's why we actually decided, like, you know what? We need to interview this cat because this dude is like just all around good guy. And I've been knowing him for a few months, but I feel like I've been knowing him for a whole year.
Yeah, honestly. It really does feel like we don't I mean, it's kind of funny though. I was talking to our friend Potato. He's like, sometimes you spend the most like we've spent more time hourly with people than even like people we spend time with in real life. Like some of your like internet friends and people on Discord and stuff like that, hanging out in Discord chat, you have more like hour by hour time spent with these people than you do like people in real life. You have time to talk more and like bond more and everything like that. I don't know, man. It does kind of feel like we've all known each other for like years though at this point.
Absolutely. It really does. Most definitely. So what got you into streaming, man?
Really, honestly, I started playing Warzone and I had a lot of fun with that. And my friend was streaming and she's like, hey, you should, get into that. And I'm like, okay, why not? And then people were like, hey, you sound cool. And I was like, that's cool. Sounding cool is like kind of half the battle there. And they're like, yeah, and you're pretty good at the game. And I was like, well, that's pretty cool too, because that's the other half of the battle. And I was like, well, I guess I stream now. So then slowly but surely, I've just been kind of figuring out how to make it all happen. But I have no idea what I'm doing. But I'm kind of getting there.
You're getting the hang of it, dude.
Like, yeah, I would say honestly, like, a couple of our friends really kind of like introduced me to a ton of people that do know what they're doing. So like, even though, you could spend on all this time on like making a product, like if you have no idea how to market it, then it's just like, well, what do you, I'm just going to continue making stuff. But I guess like it's kind of like the exposure thing that I'm trying to like work on next.
Now the big question is, where did the name BuddyVanGreens originate? Like, what made you want to come up with that name?
BuddyVanGreens. Well, that's actually kind of stupid because when I was 13, all of my friends were making like weed names, right? Because there was like Sir Blaze a lot and like Ultra Blaze Master 420 and stuff like that, XXP 420X, stuff like that. So I was like, well, I'll probably get in trouble for something like that. So I was just like, Bud, yeah, well, that kind of sounds about right. So I went with Buddy. And I was just like, hey, we might as well go with Van Green's cute because, like, Todd's green. So it's literally it. My 13-year-old brain was just trying to be clever,
Hey,
but it stuck.
what the
Because I got the OG name, man. I got the OG name. There's no numbers.
exactly.
No
That's
numbers.
what matters. Like as long as you don't have any numbers like Batty Van
Yeah.
Greens 01, 02, nothing
Yeah.
but just plain Batty Van Greens.
And plus, it's been kind of fun to say because you're BuddyVanGreens. I don't know. People be doing that sometimes.
Absolutely. So Nightmare here has a question too for you. So Sir Nightmare, I'm passing the mic to you.
Yep. So, what do you think? Since you said you haven't been streaming very long, what do you think's your favorite thing about streaming so far?
My favorite thing about it is absolutely the back end stuff, the stuff that like nobody knows about. I like to nerd out. My favorite thing is honestly editing for TikTok because that is like, so like basically you do all of the stream and everything, but all the funny like shit is so spread out. I can say shit, right?
Yeah. This is
I can say everything, right? Dude, yeah. So anyway, like all that shit's like pretty spread out and you got to condense it down into like a way that you can like try to fit it into something that's about 30 seconds long. So that's the funnest thing to me. It's just to like make it as ADD as possible because like what's going to catch eyes? You know what I mean? Just flashing lights, flashing sounds, and they're just like, yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Like the whole time, dude. That's so much fun. That's got to be the best part. I don't know. Anything that's shiny. I like shiny things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So like that's part of the part I like about Twitch, and I like stuff that makes noise.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a simple man. You know me, dude. You know me. I'm a simple fucking man. I don't need a lot to be happy.
That's awesome. So what do you hope to achieve with like streaming? Like, what is your ultimate goal when it comes to streaming?
Like realistically, I've been thinking a lot about this, and realistically, I want to bring people value in content that I make, and that's like super in-game goal. But like I'm hoping like I'm kind of figuring it out. Like kind of like, because nobody really likes reality and stuff because it sucks. So like for at least 30 seconds, if you're like watching a clip, or maybe like for long form, if I ever break into that, however long it is, you can forget about all the bullshit and you can have fun watching me goof off with my friends or you, because you guys could all just be in the videos too, because you guys are all my friends. So like, you know what I'm saying? I just want to bring people like positivity and stuff like that in the most goofy and childish way possible. And I'm always going to do that. So like, I don't care if people sub and I don't care if people like donate. At some point, if enough people like it because I bring value, then companies will pay for all of that stuff for me, But that's like that's kind of like what I want to do, like in game, in goal. And like kind of the philosophy that I have is just try to like give the people what they want, man. Gotta give the people what they want.
Absolutely. So we got a question here from the audience by NickyD Luffy asking if you could if you could offer one piece of advice to chat about life in general, what would it be?
Love and know yourself first and foremost. And then you can help other people. But that's like the best thing. Because I've noticed more and more over time that the hardest thing to do when making a decision, especially an important one, is to look at every single like aspect that goes in, like all the mechanics that go into, what that decision is that you're about to make. And like focusing too much on like one specific thing, something like that, you're not going to be able to make a wise decision. So you really have to like to take a step back and to see it from a third party perspective. I don't know. I feel that's pretty good advice.
That's a pretty good advice.
Yeah,
Right.
like because there's just so much. There's so much. Life is so complex, dude. It really is. Life is so complex. Like even in the most innocuous decision, like could set a chain of events off that could potentially destroy the universe. But it doesn't really happen that often because that would be like highly coincidental and unlikely. But still, you know, thinking about everything and it's a weird thing to because you can't. It's impossible. That is the goal, though. You know, whatever. Yeah, we can move on.
All right, Nightmare. I think he's muted. Yep, he's muted. I don't think you realize that he's muted.
No, it's not supposed to be muted. It changed mics on me.
Oh no.
So, what? You have the same kind of schedule like I do, like just pop up randomly live on Twitch and be like, "Hey, yeah, I'm here now."
Yeah,
have
pretty
you
much.
ever?
The only one I can commit to is tonight. Sunday nights is like that's the committed time because that's the only like every week I'm gonna have Sundays off. You know, but it is what it is. You know.
Have you ever thought of having like an actual organized schedule throughout the week, or just random?
Yes. Life is crazy. I normally have one. I had one. Life is insane. The only thing I can stick to is Sundays for certain. And that is for sure until they close the curtain. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But anyway, no, like, but then throughout the week, normally it's like gonna be Tuesday or Thursday. Last Thursday, actually, I was gonna stream, but to be honest, I even like tweeted it, but to be honest, I had to like make up for it because I was helping out a friend, dude. And that's way more important than stream time. I don't care. Like, you know, when somebody needs to talk like that, I'm gonna stop what I'm doing.
I mean, you always want to put IRL first over everything.
Yeah. I mean, it's a mutual advice and everything too, but like I just wanted to make sure everything was all right, and it was, and I think everything's okay now. It's good. So
awesome. All right, so you mentioned that you stream on Twitch and everything. Are you ever thinking about expanding to different platforms, or are you gonna strictly stay on the platform itself?
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at right now. So let's see. I think about 6 videos on TikTok at this point from this year. The ones before that are Shushu Garbo, but I don't want to get rid of them because like, you know, whatever. It's like they're up there, you know. But the Shushu Garbo from a long time ago. I got 6 up. Could come out weekly, probably, or like a week and a halfly, because something like that. But they're gonna be frequent, and I'm gonna have like a ton of them up. So like, I don't know. Once I get a good strat on how that operates, really kind of, you know, then I'm gonna start doing YouTubes. And then after I start doing YouTubes, then I'm gonna stop being lazy and import all of my settings over to StreamerBot and not use some of the Twitch plugins. So then I could just go to do Kick too, and then and you just like plug it, you know, you just switch back and forth, change which one you're on OBS, or there you go.
Now, what if actually one becomes successful and the other ones stay neutral whatsoever? Then are you gonna do like more in one platform because of that, or are you still gonna do like all over the place?
Oh man, that's good stuff to ask. I don't know. Like I don't want to, dude. I don't want to leave anyone out, man. I don't want to leave anyone out. Like if somebody doesn't want to use Kick for like whatever reason, I don't care what their reason is. I mean, like if somebody doesn't want to use Twitch, whatever their reason, there are plenty. I want to be able to like. I guess I would probably just like see if everybody was cool with switching. Like everyone, and if not, like even if there's just a couple motherfuckers, like I'm gonna still go back over there and say what's up. Like, you know what I mean? Right. It might just not be like on schedule, but I might have like I'll probably honestly break up what each platform is used for. For example, like I don't know if this is the best thing, but like I kind of think like Twitter to me has become a place where I like kind of shit post and I don't really use it that hard because Twitter's like, I'm not gonna pay for it, and like, it's not nobody's gonna see it anyway. Like, so I'm like, nah, Twitter's a place where I'm just gonna like shit post because like you guys see it, and like that's great with me. I'm so blessed to have like found all of you guys like through Twitter and stuff like that. But I'm not trying to size the platform. I'm sizing the people on that platform. But that's kind of what that's become. TikTok has become a place for like actual edits, even though they're like shitty chaos edits, but they're awesome. They're still actual edits. Twitch has become a place for like recording for that, and also just like chilling.
Mm-hmm.
But then Discord is where like I actually hang out, like on a daily basis.
Right.
Honestly, if anybody ever wants to just hang out, I'm probably going to be on Discord. So if you guys want to spam me with a bunch of Discord invites, if I'm not members of your guys' Discords, you totally can. Like, I'm totally open to that. I want to be members of all the Discords. Show me the way.
All right, so you mentioned that. So you mentioned that Call of Duty is like your forte, like your strong suit, like that's what you like. Okay, what is your very first Call of Duty that you ever played? And if you remember, what was the go-to weapon that you used?
All right, dude. Whichever one had the Stoner 63, the old one, right? Which one was that? Was that Which one was that? Was that Black Ops 1?
Yes.
Was that Black Ops 1?
Yeah.
Stoner.
Yeah.
It was an LMG,
man.
Yeah, LMG.
Yeah. That's what got me on the LMG game, man. That's what got me on the LMG game. And like ever since then, I've just been working on like, you know, what do you do with an LMG? You like push corners, yeah. And you like jump corners, yeah, but you just gotta like focus on hitting the shots because if you miss it all, you're gonna die because somebody else has an SMG, you know? So you can't miss. You're not allowed to. It's like quick scoping, but you got to do 2 of them instead of 1. But I like it because you could not have to like rechamber. You just hold down the button.
Okay,
But,
so
yeah.
since you've been knowing Call of Duty for a while, which one do you think deserves the remaster if it was to get remastered right now?
That's a good question too, man. Oh shit. Full on remaster.
Yeah, kind of like how they had a Call of Duty 4 remastered, and they just
All right,
remastered again.
here's what I'm really gonna say here. I think they should just like have gone back in time for Modern Warfare 2, the one that just came out, and done better.
So you're saying that they should have remastered Modern Warfare 2?
Not necessarily. Go back in time and do better.
Yeah. So basically, like, you know, just polish the game. So that's what you're trying to say.
Go back in time and like this never happened,
Mm-hmm.
and then continue on where 2019 left off, and continue the franchise to grow and build and become something that could have been completely awesome and started a lot of careers. But they decided to take away slide canceling, and yeah, that's what happened.
All right. So, what is BuddyVanGreens go-to meal for the day?
Go-to meal for the day is wake up in the morning feeling like P. Diddy, and then I go downstairs and I drink like 4 coffees, probably smoke like a cigarette or 2, hit my vape a couple of times, take a shower, and not eat until probably like 6 p.m. And then I stuff probably like 2K calories all at one time. Yeah. I eat like a real man. Oh yeah.
All right, so
Survival mode, baby.
See, the 4 coffees is what gets me.
Oh, dude, you gotta get it. Hey, man.
Yeah.
Hey, man, you gotta get going. Like, I don't get hungry until late. I don't know why. I just don't.
Warp One here asks, have you looked at playing other games other than shooters?
Yeah, I do play lots of games. I do play like plenty and plenty of games. Honestly, like I used to play every console until I got my PC, and then I started just like downloading a bunch of free stuff. The problem is, here's the thing. I don't care about playing games like at all. And I want to be completely honest with you guys. I don't care what game it is. I want to play with all of y'all. Like, That's it. So
Thank goodness for
tell me what
crossplay
to
then.
like. Yeah, like literally, tell me what to play. That something's like something that we're all like doing and we stick with, and we like actually see through till the end. You know, and
Right.
then like I want. That's what I'm trying to do. Like I want to at some point start some like big servers that we don't necessarily all get on every day, but like some people do every day or something. And like some people are all about it. Other people like go check in, say what's up, but like to at least like have it popping. You know.
Right.
That would be so cool. That's a huge dream of mine is to get like to just get some shit going. Like make some moves, man. Give people some shit that's gonna make them fucking happy and like bring people together. Make people make friends,
Right.
Hospitable environments and all that shit like that.
All right. Nightmare.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Yeah, so you're saying like server-based games, stuff like that. Which one so far out, the ones you've played, like Minecraft, Valheim, stuff like that? What do you think's your favorite server-based game you've played is?
Arc. 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 Arc's so fun.
Oh, it is.
Yeah. The part that I like about it is that you have the potential to get completely wrecked. And some people don't like that part. I do like that part because it like makes it kind of matter more. Okay, so like I do like it and I don't like it. Let me put it this way. I like the part that it draws you in. I like the way that it draws you in because it matters more. I don't like the way that you have to stay there, or if you don't, you wake up one day and you've lost everything. So that creates kind of like a toxic environment for a game, but it's fun in sittings. It's fun. It's fun until it becomes like really toxic to your lifestyle and you wake up and you just play Ark. You see what happens to people when they get involved in Rust. You see what happens to people. You
Oh
see.
yeah.
It does. Or like WoW or something like that. You see what happens to people.
Mm-hmm.
They disappear, dude. I had a one of my good friends joined a GTA RP server and she became an admin and I never saw her again.
Dude, that game is just something else.
No, I'm
That's all
just
I'm gonna
kidding.
say.
I'm in her Discord. We still talk, but I really like we don't chill like we used to. You know what I'm saying? Because like
'Cause
she's
you- 'cause
playing GRP. Yeah,
it's a busy thing. When you become an admin
Right.
there, yeah, good luck trying to
yeah.
get out of that.
It's really busy. Yeah, she gets paid for it though, so that's pretty cool. But
All right. So if you could actually invent a game right now, like they tell you, buddy, you have all the
yeah,
tools you need to create a video game. What would be the perfect buddy game?
all right. So have you seen that episode of Rick and Morty where like they have that game where it's like Gary's and you have like you get to live your life as Gary,
Hmm.
and you could do it as many times as you want.
That really?
That yeah,
Damn.
in all forms, in all forms. That's an
Int-
ideal scenario. You
wow.
could play it unlimited times, dude. You could just stay in that thing and like eat and then go back in there and live another like I, I don't know. I'm not saying that I would become a cyborg if cyborgs were a thing, but I am saying it would be cool to be like 9 gajillion years old.
All right. AGD Double Puff here asks, would you be interested in joining a Discord that offers bi-weekly COD and Apex tournaments?
Yeah. I can't promise like how active I'll be, but here's the thing: if the tournaments are like going to be doing paid stuff, then I'm down to compete in paid tourneys or like get a group together to go do paid tourneys. Cause like that's what really like makes me want to hustle. You know what I mean? Cause like that's what we used to do in Modern Warfare 2019 all the time. I would always just like stream tournaments. I would stream paid tournaments like all the time.
Dude, I mean, those
We won a bit, man. They weren't the high payout ones, but like what I did was I actually worked my way up. I do this for everything. If there's a way to like stack points until you can get into something that pays you cash, I'm gonna do that. I do it for every battle pass. I don't buy battle passes. Never have, never will. I always stack the points, buy it when I can. And then I get paid out for next battle pass pretty much instantly as soon as I get it. And I just keep on having the battle pass for free. But yeah, that's what I did on this whatever website it was. Oh man, if I can't freaking remember what it was called. But yeah, you would be able to do like free to enter tournaments and you would get credits and you can use the credits to enter into paid tournaments. and I did that enough. I still have like stacks of credits on there to go into paid tournaments, but I was just waiting for Modern Warfare 2 support, and then I stopped
Mhm.
because Warzone 2 wasn't fun until
Mhm.
now. Until now, it's
Okay.
fun now.
Okay.
Yes.
So Emperor here asks, what RP games are you interested in playing?
What RP games would I be interested in playing? Oh man, Hmm. Me.
And you?
No, I'm trying to think about me personally. Like, I'm trying to not think about what all my friends want to play and just trying to think about what I want to play. And
Mhm.
it's hard to do. What game do you have in mind?
I mean, he just says like,
I'm
you
good
know,
with anything. I'm good with anything, really. Like, I'm not even picky. I just want to make sure it's stuff like we could like stick with, you know.
All right, Nightmare, you got a question?
Uh, yeah, it's kind of the last question I actually had set up for this,
Okay.
honestly. Um, what would you say is probably the best console for multiplayer right now?
Dude, console wise, isn't there doesn't the I don't know, man. Doesn't the PlayStation and the new Xbox have like a 240 hertz refresh rate?
Yeah.
Do they both? Really, I would say like you just gotta look in the cards. You gotta look in the chipsets. I don't know the details of them. Because to be like quite honest, it doesn't really matter that much. Because you can still plug in mouse and keyboards and everything and still get like the
Yeah.
pros of having like a lot of buttons. You still get the pros of having joysticks, no matter what
Yep.
you use. The only reason why anybody would really want to go for a PC is because in the end, you can do more content creation for cheaper
Yep.
if you just drop the cash and get a dope PC because you're not paying for all these other like utilities. You're not paying for like, you know, the streaming services or something like that, you know, to get it to like do what you want it all to do. And to be quite real, you can pretty much create anything you would want to create that you would otherwise buy on like Etsy, um, just like with enough time and effort, or you can just buy it. Nothing wrong with doing that either. But with a PC, is what I'm saying, you have the potential to do things that you wouldn't be able to do. I mean, you can still do it even with like a phone nowadays too. So to be
Yeah.
honest, like that really doesn't apply anymore. Especially when they came out with CapCut, man. I'm telling you, you have an app now for CapCut that's also a web-based browser, and it just transfers your files. It transfers your files from their cloud, so you could go on your computer, make edits on the big one, go to work, finish it on your phone, and have it out by 5 o'clock on a Tuesday afternoon, motherfucker.
Damn.
That's exactly right. See, it really doesn't matter anymore, to be honest. It really doesn't matter anymore. Where there's a will, there's a way.
Oh, yeah.
And where there's a will for a free thing, there's a way to get that shit for fucking free. And it's probably not even illegal. If it is, don't. Obey the law, everybody. Obey the law.
And
It's important.
and
It
to
is.
and
It is.
to wrap up Emperor's questions, he said any game. Like when he asked
Any
about
game.
ancient.
Yeah. Any game. That's the same thing I'm in. If I have 5M, I don't have Cowboy, Red Dead. I don't have Red Dead, but I do have 5M Emperor, and I really haven't cracked into it too much. I
Uh,
would definitely be interested in doing that.
now, if you could actually change one thing on Twitch because you're on Twitch, like when it
Yeah.
comes to like rules and guidelines and everything, what do you think would be something that would make Twitch be a better platform?
Dude, we can talk about what I think would make Twitch a better platform for sure. But there's a lot of different things that I think that they're not capitalizing on that they definitely could be. For one, they should have had a short form algorithm like eons ago, and they didn't do that. For two, the way they have their short form set up doesn't allow you to actually upload your own edits. You have to use their Twitch editor in order for it to be played as like your channel clips whenever you're getting like shout outs and stuff like that, because it won't let you publish that to your channel, if that makes sense. You guys can try it and you'll see what I mean. If you try to upload like an outside clip, I haven't figured out how to actually get it to publish like 2 clips. So if somebody gives you a shout out, then it'll actually play. But that'd be cool if they would be able to do that. Now that they're trying to actually do short form. But otherwise, other than that, I mean, it would be really cool to have some kind of like more monetization. Obviously, I mean, everybody who's that's like, I'm just not trying to sound like super greedy when I say it, but I am saying like it would be cool to have more like platform monetization and less like community support monetization, because they're definitely making more money than they pay for like having like, you know, people on there. I wouldn't be eligible for it. I'm just saying like the gap is high to be able to like make a living. And like I think somebody who's getting like, you know, numbers like a couple of the people that I know, they should be able to make a living doing it. Like for sure.
I think honestly they
Like,
should have like an hourly wage. Like
Oh,
I've-
I wouldn't
Like,
necessarily. I don't
because-
know if that would make it
Well,
sense though, because you could have people just sitting on there.
I know, but I'm
There
saying
are
like
people on
what-
there right now getting paid that are just like having they have their chair, bro.
I know,
You know what I mean?
I know, but what I'm saying is like basically
Yeah.
cap at a certain amount of hours. For like, okay, you did 40 hours. That's your
Cap an hour?
Yeah, cap an hour basically.
That's a neat way to think about that, dude.
Yeah, so basically like, you know,
It
just
really is.
so like say you make 40 hours on the platform for a whole week. Okay, that's your paycheck basically because you worked the whole week. And if you try to stream more than that and everything like that, that's on you. Like, you know, you can do it or whatever, but you're not getting paid for that because basically you maxed out like whatever cap it was.
Yeah,
Because-
that's a pretty neat way to think about that. I like that.
All
and
right,
then do like different pay scales for like affiliate and partner too.
exactly. Also,
Yeah, right.
also another thing that they should do is if an affiliate streamer gets banned for a whole month and a partner streamer gets banned for 1 day, make it everything even. Not just because you're a partner, you only get a slap to the wrist. Make it so that way everybody gets banned the same. Because it's not fair that an affiliate gets more time suspended than a partner person. Everyone should face the same consequences for what you did.
Yeah. No, I totally agree with you there. There's tons of stories of that happening.
Absolutely. Like it's
so weird.
it's
I
madness.
don't get it.
All right. So
Hey, they're bringing in revenue to the company though. You know,
Right.
that's the problem with like, we don't even have to go there, but that's like a whole societal issue, man. I mean, that's a can of worms to open up right there.
Emperor here says, have you ever thought about doing YouTube?
Yeah. Soon, bro. Soon. For real. Yeah. Like I'm trying to. So like that's what I'm saying. I'm figuring out how it works on TikTok. YouTube's the money move, dude. Once I know how it all works on TikTok, then like I'm gonna be hitting this YouTube ground running. I'm gonna get some long form out, stuff like that.
Well, just know that us here at the Reef Podcast support you all the way.
Dude,
Okay.
I appreciate it.
Because
I support you guys.
we've been knowing you for quite a while now, and to wrap up the normal questions is you're a big space and UFO type of guy. How do you feel about
like aliens and stuff?
yeah, like how do you feel about that? Do you think there actually are little dudes out there, or do you think that we're only the only living species?
I mean, dude, I think that everything goes in layers. And the further closer you look at something, the smaller you look in, you're going to find a lot of similarities to the things that you see when you zoom back out and you keep zooming back out. There's probably other things out there. There's probably other things out there beyond those things that are out there on some like a higher sphere of dimensional being and stuff like that. And also lower, infinitely up and infinitely down, whatever. But yeah, like as far as like horizontally on our plane of existence, our material plane, Like, yeah, dude, there's so many planets. Like, there's no way that we're the only things that are like sentient, I guess, much less life at all. I think there's probably other sentient life out there. Now, I'm definitely not saying that that other sentient life on our material plane or whatever would be able to like make it here necessarily, but they could have. Then again, it could also be something that exists like beyond like what we can even imagine, or something that figured out how to get here from like a really small version of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, it could be anything at that point.
Now to follow up, the question is: do you think there's a parallel universe out there? Think there's another you somewhere out there doing the opposite of what you decide?
I mean, if I can conceptualize mirroring an image, I think that's enough to speak for itself. Since we can conceptualize it, it can likely exist in nature.
All right, Emperor here says, "Would you be down to meet an alien?"
Dude, I'd be down to meet an alien and I'd smoke a doobie with him.
Hey,
definitely
look,
would.
these pipes existed for years, man.
Hey. But here's the thing, though. Here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. I'm not stepping up in there. Like, there's got to be some middle ground, you know? Because, like, if there's an alien, he's coming over here to see me. I got to make sure that this guy's cool, right? Like, we're going to have to go to, like, a mutual location, maybe like a Walmart parking lot somewhere in the public for the first time we meet. So then, like, you know, I can make sure that this guy's legit and he's not going to, like, be weird and try to abduct me. You see? Like,
But do you really think a Walmart parking lot's the best place to meet an alien, though?
hey, that's what they always said whenever you're going to buy a car off of Craigslist, dude. I'm just going by that logic.
Oh my goodness, that's great. That's freaking great. I could just see Buddy like randomly walking and be like, "Yo, what's up, dude? How you doing?"
With a freaking alien. We're going to the Walmart, McDonald's, or like the Subway or something, like the one in there. We don't even go buy anything in the store. We just went there for the McDonald's.
Yeah. But all seriously, I mean, I'm actually a believer of that too. I mean, there's gotta be something out there that
It really does. Or like, maybe even if there's not other life, there's just way more to us than we could realize. Because like, shit just didn't make sense, man. Think about it. It doesn't make sense. We can think with our brains. What? Nothing else can do that. Nothing else thinks like that. You know? Animals do, but like it's way less and it's way different.
All right. So I'm about to ask you some WTF questions. And
I like those.
I believe Nightmare has some as well.
All right.
And I hope you're ready for these. I'm gonna let Nightmare take the role first. Nightmare, you got the mic.
All right, I'm gonna steal one of Louis here because I know he always asks this one. Just, do you like pineapple on pizza?
Dude, I like everything on pizza. If you're making a pizza, sometimes you got to put pineapples on it so that you don't get scurvy. Simple as that. Yeah.
Gross.
All about
What?
mix, man.
Are you a proponent of scurvy, Louis?
I do not like pineapples on pizza, dude. That's disgusting. Pineapple fruit does not belong in pizza.
You have to get your vitamin C somewhere.
Fruit does not belong in pizza.
You're probably one of those that believe that there shouldn't be a chocolate pizza too, huh?
Chocolate pizza?
That's disgusting.
Well, I mean, like, how is it disgusting, dude? How is it disgusting?
It does not belong in a pizza. Pizza is supposed to be something sour, not sweet.
Here's the thing, man. It's not really like a pizza. It's more of like a pie. It's like a dessert at that point. Because think about the ingredients. Think about the ingredients. There's a dough layer. It's bread. You put chocolate. It's a cake. It's a pie. It's a cake. You know what I mean? There's bread, chocolate.
I'm gonna keep shaking my
cheese.
head.
Is there cheese on this, Nightmare? Is there cheese?
No,
there's no cheese.
Doesn't have
That would be absurd. Who would put cheese on chocolate? That's obnoxious. I guess fondue. Wow, where'd you really like define these rules? Do you know who we need here? Dude, sandwicher. You would know. You would know. You would know.
All right.
Louis, it's still like that's okay on a pizza because at that point it's not a pizza. You can't
Still
just get
shaking
over
my
the
head.
fact that they call it a pizza, but it's still a pie.
I'm still shaking my head.
It's okay. All right.
Okay.
What about an eclair? Would you eat an eclair? You don't like eclairs? Do you like chocolate covered donuts? No? Okay. Well, that makes sense then. Louis just doesn't like chocolate on bread.
I just like chocolate by itself, okay? Not on
All
bread.
right, I get that. I get that. I
But,
get that. All right, there we go.
All right. So, breathe underwater or be invisible?
Breathe underwater or be invisible? Oh, man. I breathe underwater. No, wait. Take it back. Take backsies. I have to ask questions. All right, so what are some stipulations? All right, so if I breathe underwater, can I still withstand like normal human being pressure, or can I like
You can go anywhere in the water, no matter what.
anywhere? Yep, underwater. Let's go. I'm gonna Lewis and Clark that shit, dude. I'm going down the Mariana Trench, and I ain't never coming back. I'm gonna go build me a hut down there. You ever played that map in Ark where you got the underwater cave? Yeah, it's gonna be like that, dude.
Oh no! Oh my goodness! All right, Nightmare, what you got?
All right. So I'm stealing some of Louis here. Cereal before the milk or milk before the cereal?
God damn it!
Whoa. That's an absurd question. Everybody knows the answer to that. You put the cereal in first.
Clearly not everybody.
You have to.
Why you think
You
that?
gotta put the cereal in first.
Why you think I'm laughing right now?
Who doesn't do that?
Yeah, right here.
You don't? Neither of you guys do?
No, I put.
No. Louis puts his milk before his cereal.
Why? Why?
I just like to watch it float, man. It's nice.
But you can fit substantially less cereal per bowl. See, you're constantly having to revisit the bag. You're having to pull the pantry, dude. Think about it. Look, that's such like a volume right there. If it's like not pre-saturated with liquid, like it's all just gonna float. You gotta pre-saturate.
That's why I said I like watching it float.
You gotta saturate the oats, dude.
Cocoa Puffs.
get it.
No, all I gotta say is Cocoa Puffs. Okay, Cocoa Puffs.
Are they made of? What are Cocoa Puffs made of? Is it like dog food? It's like people dog food. It really is.
Chocolate. I like
Kinda.
chocolate. You
I
ever
like chocolate too.
Now, there was one day I saw Hershey's cereal. That sounded.
Ooh,
good.
yeah. Hershey's cereal, Hershey's chocolate. Yep.
All right. Another question
Is
I
that made
have.
by Cocoa Puffs?
I don't know. Okay,
I don't either. I've
You-
seen it though. What?
I'm gonna give you this question. You're in
Ooh, are you
the.
part vampire?
We're not supposed to talk about
I'm sorry.
that. All right.
I didn't mean to.
You're in a forest with no weapons, no way to build anything or anything at all.
Uh-huh.
You have two paths to go. You go to the right. Oh, it shows like you're to the right. You'll face a one bear-sized goose. If you go to the left, you face 100 goose-sized bears. What would you choose?
One bear-sized goose, hands down. I know it's gonna be a mean motherfucker, but there's no way that me being one dude can take on 100 of anything. Now, here's the kicker though. I know this thing's gonna one-shot me, bro. I know this thing's gonna one-shot me. Even if it hits me in like the arm or the foot or something like that, I'm done. This is a whole goose. It can crane its head. You guys have played Dark Souls. You know what I'm talking about. When you fight, like when they have the long necks like that, they can crane their head, whoosh, before you even know it. Before you even know it. Like you're gonna have to. I'm serious. You'd really have to learn how to dodge. And if you could do that and somehow get onto its back, I feel like you might manage because the only thing it could really do is fly. Here's my theory, right? if you sit on its back long enough until it becomes acclimated to you, you might actually walk out of this with some kind of Gandalf-esque like lion riding pet, except it's just a bear goose. You see what I'm saying? It's a griffin. It's a
I,
griffin.
I would just choke it.
You would choke it.
And,
I would try
mean,
to tame it.
at that
I would
point,
try to tame it. You're already up there. Yeah. You're already up there. Might as well tame
There
it.
is a theory that one of my guests said in an early episode of a podcast that if you point a green laser pointer at its feet of a goose, it's intimidated to them and they run away.
Is that facts?
I mean,
we don't know.
We don't know yet. We haven't proven it yet, but I mean,
Can chat confirm?
We're gonna try that eventually and see. And I'll definitely do a YouTube short pointing laser pointer at a freaking goose and see if it works.
We need to know.
Yeah.
This is important. We definitely need to know.
All right. So I know you mentioned that you'd rather be underwater and everything, but out of all the superpowers out there, what is BuddyVanGreens' favorite?
Every superpower ever? Omniscience, dude. Omniscience. You could do anything if you know everything.
Damn. So you'll be like Xavier?
Yeah, pretty much. Except I can walk.
All right. Warp one.
That's just an evil, man.
Yeah.
Sorry. I didn't mean it like that.
Warp one says, buddy, can we go goose hunting? He said.
It depends on what his definition of goose hunting is.
I mean, is it for lunch or dinner or just for fun? Anyways, all right, ladies and gentlemen, this podcast has been amazing. I love talking with Buddy. Been knowing him for quite a while. Is there any last words that you want to tell the viewers out there, BuddyVanGreens?
Any last words? You guys take care of yourselves, do what's right, do the right thing, trust your judgment, but also like listen to your heart and your soul. Good vibes. Everybody have fun, and I love you.
Also, I want to give a personal shout out to the listeners out there listening on all the platforms, as you can see on the bottom left right here. We have all these platforms that the podcast goes on if you missed it. Also, if you ever feel like the need to be part of the podcast, feel free to send me an email on the email below as well. You can definitely get in touch with me, and I'll definitely consider getting you. But just so you know, I am booked up until November of 2024 right now. That's how booked up. And
I feel so lucky.
It's been an insane ride, and I cannot be more thankful for my editor, NickyD Luffy, who's watching in the background. He's getting ready to edit the podcast soon. Shout out to my co-host right here, my good friend. I would say brother more than like he's like a brother now. Buddy, this guy has been going through some hell, but he deserves the recognition for being an amazing co-host. So shout out to you, Nightmare.
Also, huge shout out to everybody right now in Southern California. I just got a news alert. They just got hit with an earthquake on top of the hurricane they're dealing with.
No way.
Christ, dude.
6.5 magnitude earthquake.
Oh, wow. Dude, California is just suffering crazy right now. Let's do a huge thought and prayer for the people out there, and hope everyone's safe. Lucky Gumby, if you're
lots of friends out there.
Lucky Gumby, if you're listening to this, please be safe, my friend. I know you live in South Cali, so I hope you're okay. And shout outs to everybody that is out there. I hope you guys are all safe. I hope you guys evacuate, and more than likely, now that this hurricane is passing and everything, me and Nightmare ourselves are gonna start doing hurricane relief fund for the people affected by the hurricane really soon. So stay tuned for that. We're definitely gonna do something about that. So be nice to each other, be kind to each other, and have an amazing week, everybody. We'll be back in 2 weeks with our next guest by the name of Grizz, and interview Grizzly. So see you guys soon. As always, today's episode of the Reef podcast was streamed live on Twitch. if you could not make it to the live stream of the podcast, you can always listen to it on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, and iHeartRadio. Thanks for listening. See you next time.